I did it. I really did. I finished a book, everyone! Hi, welcome back to another episode of the Fat Boy Diaries. I'm Camron Gran, your resident fat boy, and if you listen to the beginning of this video, you'll know that I finished my book. I've been working on this book series for 10 years. Since I was in 6th grade, it was one of my coping mechanisms, and what's funny and ironic about it is the part that made me start writing this novel is not in the book at all. The book is 24 chapters with an epilogue. It is the same length. I'm editing right now, which is why it's hard, because editing is hard for me because it's reading your work, and when you go through writing a book, you acknowledge the fact that some of the stuff that you're writing is not good. It's not good at all. It's trash. You're gonna go through a lot of stuff and you're gonna toss it all out because it's all trash. But that's not true. I was rereading it and I was like, wow, some of these things are a lot better than I thought when I was writing them. Thank you. 10 years, I finally finished the first manuscript. This book is called Celine Stone and the Flame of Eridan. I'm very passionate about this book because the fact is that it was my opportunity to acknowledge a lot of the women who had a huge impact on me growing up. There's Celine, who is from Underworld. That name, because of that woman, really holds a lot of power for me. My character's nothing like her at all, but I like to honor people with the names I give them. Just like her name is Evangeline Celine Lilia Stone. Evangeline Lily is Kate from Lost, and she is one of my all-time heroes, and I've always found that the way that she showcases women is very powerful, very three-dimensional, not limited in the abilities they have, and it has always shown women not only in their strongest moments but also in their weakest moments. And my character goes through a lot, and I was like, what better way to showcase how powerful this character is than to honor her with a woman who's already so powerful. I feel emotional just describing this about Evangeline Lilly. If you don't know her, you should definitely look her up. She was in Lost, she was in The Hobbit, Part 2 and 3. She's in Ant-Man as the Wasp. Just, if you don't know her, look her up. She's an amazing actress. But I'm just so relieved to see these characters thrown on paper. It was funny because talking about this on this video, I'm getting emotional because the fact is I'm just it's hitting me right now that I finished a book, and a lot of these characters were just like figments in my imagination, and seeing them on paper is just so important. There's a lot of things that I had to do when I was reading my stuff because I wanted to make sure that I showcased the story. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't just being written in a way that a lot of people could read it. I wanted to make sure that if this is how they're displayed, that it made sense. The synopsis of the story: Evangeline Celine Lilia Stone is a woman of the modern age. She's from 2018, and she's transported all the way back to the 1400s in the time of Christopher Columbus, a couple years after he discovers America. And what the alternate version of reality is, the fact is that yes, the Native Americans are here, but it's a kingdom called Hajuri, where it's a sanctuary for magical creatures who had to flee the other side of the world because they were being hunted and persecuted and to extinction, and they fled here so they could be safe and free to live without fear of human persecution. And this girl arrives, and she arrives in a big way. I'm not going to show you because it's a big way, like you'd be like, holy cow, who is this girl? Who is Evangeline Celine Stone? Because that's one of the major questions of the book. Who is this girl? Because she doesn't know. She arrives back from that time with amnesia, and she doesn't know who she is, and a lot of times when things are happening to her, horrible things, because one, she doesn't hold back her voice. She is an outspoken woman. She defends the weak. She doesn't allow bullying to keep her mouth shut, and because of that reason, she gets in a lot of trouble. But she also really has a good moral compass, and it's just something I'm really passionate about. I just wanted to share it with you guys. I'll be sending the novel to publishers in the hopes of getting published, and I just wanted to share that accomplishment with you guys. Hopefully, in 2019 or 2020, it'll be released and I will see it on the shelf, because seeing it on the shelf will really mind freak me, because that's gonna be so good. That's it for this episode. I'm glad I shared it with you guys. If you have any advice about how to get published or self-publishing, because I'm still looking into different ways of how to get my book out there, please leave a comment. If you like this video, please you can like, comment, subscribe. Also, if you are subscribed, don't forget to touch the little bell button on the bottom right hand side of the screen so you are notified when more videos are posted. I hope to see you guys in the future. Bye!